Hello everyone, welcome to Creatively Crafty Me. I am Charlena, and today we are just going to kind of go over the project that I am going to make for the Mystery Yarn Challenge 723. Now, as a quick recap, I'm just going to show you the yarns that I received. So I did receive 4 skeins of this wool up bulky yarn in the colorway teal. So I have 4 of these. Then I received 2 skeins of this umami tweed yarn, and this is in the colorway pink neon. And I received 2 skeins of this umami, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but this umami yarn in the colorway shadow. And then I received 2 skeins of this Giga Amigo yarn, and this is in the colorway Marcella. So I received a total of 10 skeins of yarn, and the project that I am going to make with this yarn, I have kind of played around with different ideas of things that I wanted to make, and I have settled on the quad color blanket by Make and Do Crew. Now, it is a free pattern, but you can purchase an ad-free pattern if you want, but I'm just following the paid pattern. I'm just following the free pattern that's available on Make and Do Crew's blog site. So I just went there and started following the pattern from there. And the way I am choosing to make this blanket is, it's supposed to be 4 different colors. It's 4 sides, so it's basically a closed granny square, and each section of the corner, each side of the blanket is made with a different color yarn. But because I received 4 skeins of this wool up bulky yarn, I plan on doing 2 sides of my blanket in this color. So I'm gonna do one side in this color, another side in this color, and then I'm going to use these 2 for the alternate sides. So I'm going to use this umami yarn and this gray and this pink to complete the 4 sides. So it will be green, pink, it will be teal. So it will be teal, pink, teal, and gray. Now, first let me explain why I chose to do it that way. Firstly, I have 4 skeins of this, so I figured I could use 2 skeins on each side, and I received 2 skeins of this, so the other 2 would be in these colors. And these 3 yarns are all size 6 bulky yarn. So that is my reason for using these 3 skeins and not using this, because unfortunately this is a size 5 yarn. So because I wanted to make sure that I can have a cohesive blanket without having to double any yarns or trying to figure out how to make this the equivalent of the number 6 bulky, and because I received 4 skeins of this, I've decided that I'm going to use these 3 colors as my blanket, and then I am going to add this color as the border, as well as in the tassels. Now, I am expecting, if things go the way I'm thinking, that I should have extra teal yarn left, because I am going to just crochet the blanket around and around until I basically run out of yarn. But this skein of yarn here, this wool up bulky yarn, has 121 yards, whereas these skeins have 90 yards. So I'm expecting that I will run out of these yarns before this yarn. So when I run out of yarn, wherever I am on a blanket, no matter how big or how small it is where I'm going to stop. Then I'm going to use the remainder of that yarn, the remainder of this yarn, to make the tassels, because there are tassels on all 4 corners of the blanket. And on the blanket, the tassels are all one color on every corner. But for me, I'm going to just mix this yarn and this yarn together to make the tassels for the blanket. So now let me give you a quick look at my project, because I have started, and that's how I know that this is definitely the project I'm going to complete, because I have been working on this And I haven't made it far, but I am liking how it's coming. I am liking how it's turning out. So this will be my project. I am going to definitely, without a doubt, finish this. I'm definitely, without a doubt, going to finish this quad color blanket, even though mine's only have 3 colors. Now, so this is how it's looking. So every corner is a different color yarn because I am working with those color yarns. And even though it seems like, oh man, I may have a tangled mess going on here, I actually don't. It's not too difficult to, it is really not too difficult to keep the colors separate. What I am struggling with though is most of the yarns, I'm finding that it's easier to use it as a center pull to keep the yarn separate. Unfortunately, one of the skeins, try as I might to pull it from the center, I could not get this yarn to come from the center. So I am using this particular skein from the outside, and I just kind of have it in a bag so that it could just, you know, roll around inside the bag and not get too tangled up. So yeah, so this is my current project. I am going to finish it up, and when I'm done with it, I will be back to let you see what it looked like. Okay, so just stick around to see what this blanket looks like when I'm done. So I am back with my completed project for the Mystery Yarn Challenge 723. Now I received several different yarns. I'm sure you saw that. And I'm going to just show you the completed project. So it is kind of large, so it's going to be a little difficult to hold up, but I did complete my 4-cornered blanket. So this is my completed project for the Mystery Yarn Challenge 723. I used 3 of the colors in the blanket. So as you can see, I used this pink, this teal, and this gray, and then I did a border with the red, and I made tassels for the corners in which I used all of the yarns in my tassels. And so I had received, I don't even have, I had received this pink umami tweed yarn, and this is actually all the yarn that I have left from the pink. And then I received this umami yarn in the colorway, we're just gonna call it gray because I can't think of what color it was. And this is how much yarn I had from that. I received 2 of these Giga Amigo yarns, and I still have a full skein as well as the remainder of this. And then I use these at the same time, and this is what I have left of the Wool Up bulky yarn from Burnett. So that's what's left from the yarn that I received, and I used this 6mm crochet hook to complete this project, and I really like it. I think it is just so adorable. And I think the little tassels really bring the blanket together. Now, what I realized is I do need to block this blanket because it is a little tighter in the center than it is on the outside. I think that has a lot to do with my tension, but I'm okay with it because I really love how this blanket turned out. I think this blanket is absolutely adorable. So that is one side, and this is the other side, and this is what it looks like when it's held up. And I haven't blocked it yet, but I do plan on blocking it, and I do plan on using this blanket because I am really excited about this blanket. The only negative thing I have to say is this yarn here. I thought this yarn was so pretty when I opened up the package, when I opened up my Mystery Yarn Challenge package and saw this yarn. But this yarn here is a little annoying because it kind of sheds these little colors. These little speckle pieces just comes out all over the place. They're on all the entire blanket. It was on me. It's just getting everywhere. So I'm thinking maybe once the blanket has been washed, that it will kind of like felt into the yarn and hopefully actually stay. But as of right now, you can literally just pick it off as if it's a piece of lint. So yeah, so that is it, guys. That is my mystery yarn challenge make for 7/23. I do love it so much. Okay, guys, so that's it for now. That is my make for the mystery yarn challenge 7/23. This is my completed project. If you want to see what else I have going on, then do stick around. Then do come back, stick around, and see what else I have going on. And I will talk to you in the next video. Okay, bye.